How's it going, everyone? How are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, aka the Lonely Hermit, and today we're getting into our Gen 6 tier list video. We'll be ranking all of the Generation 6 Pokemon today. But before we get into it, if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you already subscribed, be sure to leave a like on the video. And also make sure to go check out my Twitter and Instagram. They're both in the description. They are both at HermitLonely_. They're the best places to stay updated with the channel, so be sure to follow them while you are there. Now for this one, I'm just kind of gonna hop right into it. Here's the tier. Here's the Pokemon here. Everything should have changed, I think, probably, hopefully. So as you can see, this is a tiny generation. Generation 6 was I think Generation 6 was the smallest generation, so this might be a pretty short tier list video. I might try to extend it a little bit, stall, you know what I mean? Just like this, just kind of keep talking, and maybe we might get to it eventually, but for right now, I'm just gonna keep stalling until I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. So to quickly go over the tiers, S is godlike, very good design, very good usability. I mean, just a great, amazing Pokemon all around. A is a pretty great Pokemon. I would say S is amazing. A is like a pretty great Pokemon. Not quite S. B is good, a pretty good middle ground. I wouldn't necessarily say average. I still say B is a little bit above average. I would say C is my like average. And then D is just like design, usability, or just very forgettable is what I would do for that one. Now, to get right into this one, the starters, I like 2 of them. Can you guess which ones? Because I don't mind Chespin. I actually quite like Chespin. Chespin can go in B, but Quilladin and the other one, Chestnut, can go in D. I don't like them. I like Chespin, don't like Quilladin, hate Chestnut. These two genuinely, Quilladin and Chestnut, they are 2 Pokemon I genuinely dislike. There's not a lot of Pokemon I dislike, but these 2 for sure, I don't like them. I know people love Chespin, people love this line. I don't. I like Chespin, I don't mind Chespin. It's the other 2. I don't like Quilladin, don't like Chestnut. Couldn't give a crap about them. So moving on to Fennekin, Braixen, and Delphox. Fennekin is freaking adorable. I love the fox. Braixen, I'm gonna put Braixen in C. I'll say Braixen's average. Delphox though is A. I really like the sort of witch thing they're going for, but more so I've used Delphox, and Delphox is actually a pretty good Pokemon. Fire Psychic is an interesting typing, and I think it's a really fun typing as well. I think it was a really cool Pokemon to use, at least for me. When I went through XY with the Delphox, I thought it was really fun, and I like Delphox quite a bit. I'm moving on to probably my favorite of the 3. I think Fennekin's right there though. Froakie, Frogadier, and Greninja. Froakie can get B. Frogadier I think also can get a B. I think they're both about on the same level there. But Greninja easy S. Greninja with protein is just on another level. Greninja is just a really cool Pokemon in my opinion. A ninja, freaking ninja, it's so cool. Basic, I know. Actually, this is really tempting to move Delphox up. I'm gonna keep Delphox there for now. We'll see. Butterbee and Diggersby. Butterbee's pretty cute. Diggersby is pretty average. I wouldn't quite put it in D. I might put it in D. We'll leave it in C. I like Butterbee. Butterbee's, like I said, is pretty cute. Diggersby's not as much, but I'll leave it in C. It's average, I guess. Fletchling, Fletchinder, and Talonflame. Talonflame's easy S. I love Talonflame. Talonflame is such a fun Pokemon to use. Fletchling is definitely one of the better Route 1 Pokemon, for sure. 100%. Fletchling is one of the best Route 1 Pokemon, period. I think it's just a really good Pokemon to use. Really fun Pokemon. Fire Flying is a fun type. Talonflame is a really fun Pokemon to use as well. I'd put Fletchinder... I'd put Fletchinder in A as well. I actually like both of them. I like Fletchinder and Fletchling, and then Talonflame just tops the whole line. What is it? Scatterbug? Scatterbug? Speepa. I know Speepa and Vivian. Is it Scatterbug? What's it called? Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, it's Scatterbug. I had it right. Cocoon Pokemon. Hate them. Don't like that one much better. I actually quite like Vivian. Would I put it in A? I don't know why I went straight to A. Conceptually, I like all the different wings because it is a butterfly, so I like all the different wings it can have. the Pokeball, the brown design, the pink one you're seeing on your screen. I think that's really cool conceptually, having all the different designs. It reminds me a lot of Spinda. That's why I like Spinda a lot, because it's incredibly rare that two Spinda are the same. So I think that's cool. Kind of like why we'll get to Alcremie, we'll get to Jenny. Kind of that's why I like Alcremie as well. So Vivian, I will definitely keep in B. We'll keep it there. I don't think I'd quite put it in A because it's not the greatest Pokemon, but I do like the design of its wings. I think that's a really cool touch there. Litleo and Pyro. Litleo is freaking adorable. Litleo will go in A. Pyro, male and female. I like both of them. They're all going A. I actually quite like Pyro. I think it's normal flying, right? Normal fire. Not a great typing. Well, actually, it's not bad typing, to be honest. It's really not a bad typing. I actually quite like Pyro. Pyro is fun. Litleo, you can get pretty early as well. I think to the right of the first gym, the first city, you can go and get a Litleo right away, which is really cool. It's a really good, if you don't pick up a Fletchling for fire type, if you don't want a flying type there, you have another fire type option early on, which I think is really helpful, especially for the first gym as well. They set you up with a couple fire types early not to mention your starter as well, to take care of that first bug type gym. But I think Litleo is an adorable Pokemon, and then Pyro, both versions are just really cool Pokemon to use. Flabebe, Floette, and Florges. I think we'll do that. I actually really like Florges. I've used Florges in a couple playthroughs. Pretty fun Pokemon to use. Flabebe and Floette aren't bad. It's just, they're good. It's just the build up is really nice. And then, like I said, Florges is actually a pretty good Pokemon to use. Florges is a pretty fun Pokemon to use. This was the first generation that had fairy type. So this is the first pure fairy type that's in the Pokédex so far. Obviously, we're gonna get to some other ones, but pretty good fairy type to use. I actually quite like Florges. Skidoo and Go-Go. I forgot about these Pokemon, not gonna lie. Not gonna put them in D though, because they are pretty fun to use. I don't think I would put them much higher than B though. I feel like B is a good spot for them. It's fun riding around Go-Go. I won't lie, in XY, riding on the Go-Go around everywhere. But other than that, yeah, I'll just leave them in B. They're cool Pokemon. I like their designs. They're pretty good looking designs. Grass types, which is cool. Riding around Go-Go in XY was really fun, but I don't think I'd go further than that. I think I'd probably leave them in B. Pancham and Pangoro. Pangoro can get an S. I actually quite like Pangoro, and Pancham can get an A. I actually really like both of their designs. They're both very clean, very nice designs. Dark fighting is interesting, not always the best typing, especially in this generation because of fairy types. Having that dark fighting dual typing means they're quad weak to fairies, so that is not great, but I think they're very solid design. They're pretty fun Pokemon to use as well. Furfrou. Speaking of different designs, we have Furfrou here. This is the normal one. I'm gonna put it in B. Furfrou's not an amazing Pokemon, but again, I do like styling it in XY. It's pretty fun. Expert Meowstic. I'm surprised they put the male and female Pyro, but not the male and female Meowstic. That's interesting. Esper. We'll put them both in B. I don't think they're particularly great. I don't think they're bad either. I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty good Pokemon. Pretty good psychic types to use. They're pretty fun as well. I like their designs. Interesting. They're cats, I think, as they're supposed to be. Esper, Meowstic. No. They're pretty fun psychic types. I think they're the psychic types of the generation, obviously not counting the starters. The starter that is psychic type. I'm looking, I don't see any other psychic. I think they are the psychic types of the generation. Well, there's another one that's going to come up in a sec, but I think they're the better psychic types of this generation. Again, not counting starters. But I wouldn't put them higher than B. Honedge, Doublade, and Aegislash. Aegislash, easy S. Aegislash is a very fun Pokemon to use. Honedge and Doublade can both go in B. Aegislash is just really fun. Ghoststeals is a really cool typing. The King Shield, its ability, all that good stuff. It's a really fun Pokemon to use. Really good. I'm not gonna bring it up. Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. The shinies. Don't bring it up. It's a really fun Pokemon. Regardless, it's a really fun Pokemon to use. Spritzy and Aromatisse. Spritzy. Where I put you? Yeah, I think they're both B. Pretty fun. I think I'd go the same with Swirlix and Slurpuff. A lot of people don't like Slurpuff. I don't mind Slurpuff. I actually quite like it. It's a pretty good design. It's a pretty good design. And they're free. They're fun Pokemon to use, in my opinion. I've used both Slurpuff and Aromatisse. I think I have shinies of both. At the very least, I have a shiny of Slurpuff. I know for sure I have a shiny of Slurpuff. I'm not sure if I have one of Aromatisse. I think I do. I could be completely wrong, but they're both pretty fun fairy types to use. In my opinion, of course. In my opinion. Always in my opinion. They're pretty fun shiny. They're pretty fun Pokemon to use. Point is, Inkay and Malamar. I don't like Malamar at all. Inkay's cute, so we'll leave Inkay and me. I don't like Malamar. I don't like Malamar's design. I don't like anything about it. it's not a good Pokemon. I mean, it's probably a good Pokemon. I really don't care. I've never used one. Don't like its design. Don't like the way it looks. So it can stay in D. Don't like it. Binacle and Barbacle. Binacle can get B, D, Barbacle can get C. The only reason I'm putting Barbacle in C, because otherwise I would put it in D, is because it's actually a bit of a difficult Pokemon to go against if you don't have proper setup, like a grass type. It can hurt you easily, really quickly. It's a pretty strong Pokemon, so I'm gonna throw it in C just for the difficulty of going against it. But Binacle is just not good. Squirrel and Jogali. I've used both in a playthrough, and Poison Dragon is a really interesting typing. I actually forgot that they even existed. This Poison Dragon, for a while I thought Eternatus was the first Poison Dragon type, and I had to really think and remember, like, oh yeah, Dragalge was a thing. And Dragalge is not bad. It's actually pretty good Pokemon. I wouldn't quite put it higher than B though. It's not one of the best Dragon types. It's a Dragon type. Weirdly enough, I'm like 99% sure it's a Dragon. Dragon Poison. I don't think it's water, right? Let me double check. Yeah, Poison Dragon. It's Poison Dragon. Just had to double check. But yeah, I like Zygarde. I wouldn't quite put it in A with everyone else who's in A, but it's a pretty fun Pokemon to use regardless. It's a very close A. It's a high B. It's a high B for sure. Clancher and Clawitzer and Clancher. I honestly always forget these Pokemon exist. I'm only putting them in D because I genuinely always forget these ones exist. You don't ever ask me to do a Gen 1, a Gen 6, with the quiz stuff, because I will forget Clancher and Clawitzer. Always. It took me, the fact that I even remember their names right now is shocking, because I did not know their names for the longest, because I just never, I would always forget about them. So for that reason, and that reason only, I'm putting them in D. I'm sure they're great Pokemon, but they're just extremely forgettable for me. So I'm gonna put them in D. Yeah. Heliolisk and Helioptile and Heliolisk. Heliolisk is pretty cool, and so is Helioptile. I'll put Helioptile in B. Heliolisk we'll go with A. I think Heliolisk is a pretty fun electric type, pretty cool, interesting typing, electric normal, but it's a pretty fun Pokemon regardless. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool electric type. Tyrant and Tyrantrum, and then Aurora and Aurorus. What's it? Amor and Aurorus, right? Amora and I can't speak. Amora and Aurorus. That's kind of hard to say back to back. My mind is everywhere now. Oh my god. Tyrant is cool. Tyrantrum. I actually really like the starters from this generation. Not the starters, the fossils. I mean, I do like the starters, but the fossils. I moved both of those up to A, and I'll put the fossils in S. I actually really like the fossils from this generation, both Aurorus and Tyrantrum. They're both very cool Pokemon. Let me actually look it up. Aurorus. Yeah. Aurorus, also from Memora. I was right. Of course I'm right. I'm always right. I'm not always right. Just, you watch this channel, you know I'm not always right. But yeah, very cool Pokemon, very cool fossils. Probably, I think I just talked about this in one of my episodes that I just recorded for Omega Ruby. I think it'll be yesterday's episode. I actually really like the fossils from this generation. Gen 1, I think also I would put up there. But the fossils from this generation are very good. I like both of them. Sylveon, easy S. I actually really like Sylveon. It took them forever to finally add another evolution, but when they did, they did it well. I'm sad they still haven't added another one since then, but regardless, I think they did really well with Sylveon. It's a very good Pokemon, very solid. Pretty good fairy type to use as well. It's actually really good fairy type to use. Haluchucha. We'll leave it in B. I feel like Lucha is a pretty good Pokemon. I wouldn't quite put it in A. I've used it a couple times and it's not bad. I think what really has given me a sour taste in my mouth is Dynamax Adventures, because I think the Hawlucha in Dynamax Adventures is kind of trash. So that's hurt my opinion of it, but regardless, I think I'd still put it in B. Dedenne. The Pikachu clone for this generation, Electric Betty. I'll put it in C. No, that's pretty cute. I'll put it in B. Just purely off of design. I like the Dedenne a little bit better than a lot of the other Pikachu clones. I'm not gonna lie. I'll put it a little bit higher. Because a lot of the Pikachu clones don't even have evolutions, and yet Dedenne is actually pretty usable comparatively. A lot of the other ones aren't as usable, so for that reason alone, it'll go in B, and it's kind of cute, I guess. Carbine can go in C. Kind of wish it had an evolution or something, honestly. I feel like it's just kind of bland. Yeah, we'll throw it in D, actually. It's pretty bland, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish it had something like Minior, like how Minior breaks out of its rocks and has a different form, something. Like, I feel like Carbink is just kind of there, and it's very bland. It's a very bland design, so it's gonna go in D for me. Goodra, yes. Sliggoo and Goomy. Goomy's cute. I'll throw Goomy in A. Sliggoo in B, and Goodra in S for sure. Oh wait, did I flip them? I flipped them. My bad. I'm blind. We'll do that. My bad. Yeah, for sure. That line, it's pretty solid dragon types. They're very fun ones to use. If you get them in the randomizer, they're very good. Very good. I love using these guys. They're pretty fun Pokemon to use. Goodra is a really good dragon type. It's a dragon type. I know. The two dragon types in this generation are weird because they don't even look like anything remotely close to dragons. Maybe there's like some kind of mythology where the dragons look like that. I don't know. Obviously, I'm not an expert on that, so let me know down below if there is. I have no idea why they would look like that and still be dragon types. Then again, a Alolan Executor is a dragon type, so yeah. There are a bunch of other dragon types that probably shouldn't be dragon types, but regardless, we move on. Klefki, C. I would have put it in D because it's literally just a keychain, but I'll throw it in C because I used it and it's actually not half bad. So I'll go ahead and keep it in C. Klefki, C for Klefki. I can spell. Phantump and Trevenant. Trevenant is freaking terrifying and I love it, but I wouldn't quite put it in S. Phantump is cute, but I'll put it in B. Trevenant's a pretty interesting Pokemon to use. Ghost Grass is a cool typing. Wouldn't put it higher. I don't think I put it in S, but it's a pretty terrifying Pokemon. I think it's a pretty terrifying Pokemon, so I would put it in A. I think the Ghost types for this generation are pretty solid because I would put Phantump also in A. Phantump and Pump. Well, this is Pumpkaboo. This is Phantump. Pumpkaboo's in B. Phantump in A. Pretty solid Ghost types. I'm not gonna lie. Pretty solid Ghost types. I actually quite like the Ghost types from this generation. They're pretty solid. I think they're pretty solid Pokemon. Pretty fun to use as well. They both have the same typing, I'm pretty sure. Ghost Grass, which I don't think we've seen before, and to see two in one generation is interesting. But I do think the Ghost types for this generation do beat out the Psychic types. I think Trevenant and Pumpkaboo are better than Meowstic and the other one by a mile. I think they're way better. For sure. Now moving on to Bergmite and Avalugg. I would not put them higher in C for sure. I'll put them in C. I can't say I've used them a lot, so I feel like that's why I'm avoiding putting them in D, because I feel like I would need to use them to really give a better opinion to put them any higher. I don't particularly like their designs, and again, I've never really used one, so I'll go ahead and throw it in C for that reason alone. Noibat and Noivern. If you've been watching our playthrough of Oras, we do have a Noibat. Well, Omega Ruby, just Omega Ruby. S, both of them. I actually really like these two. The Dragon types, they're bats. Why are they Dragon types? But regardless, Noivern is a really fun Pokemon to use anyway. The Dragon types for this generation are actually pretty good. I know I put Dragalge in B, but actually, nah, I'm gonna put Dragalge in A. Actually, I did use Dragalge in the playthrough, and you know what? I liked it, so I'm putting it in A. But I wouldn't quite put it at the same level as Goodra and Noivern. I think they're both really solid Dragon types as well. This generation had some heat with the Dragon types. I think they did really well. I think they did well with the Dragon types this generation. As well as the Fire types. I feel like the Fire types are pretty good as well. and the fossils. The generation was not that bad. They focused a little more on quality over quantity, and I feel like they hit a lot more than they missed. And in my opinion, of course, I'm gonna keep saying that till the end of time. So I definitely would put Noibat and Noivern in there. I love both of them. They're both very cool Pokemon. Very cool Pokemon. Now, we get into the legendaries here. Xerneas and Yveltal, I'm considering a duo. I'm not counting Zygarde because I'm gonna count Zygarde Dog. Zygarde 100% and then Zygarde 50%, right? I think is what it is. Or what is I don't remember, the regular Zygarde, whatever. I'm gonna count them three as their own trio, and then Diancie, the Hoopas will count as a duo, and then Volcanion on its own. So Xerneas and Yveltal, between the two, which one would I pick that I like more? It's actually really tough. I like both of them. I love both of them. I love both Xerneas and Yveltal, honestly. They're both really good legendaries. Because I can't pick, I'm gonna put them both in A. I can't pick between the two. I think they're both like right on the same level for me. I did pick Y first because I liked Yveltal more, but honestly they're both kind of on the same level for me now. As time has gone on, since X and Y came out, was like 6 years ago or something, 7 years ago. They're honestly on the same level for me, so I can't really pick, so I'm not gonna put either of them in S. I'm gonna keep them both in A, because my rule is, if you don't know, that I can only pick one Pokemon from every like set to put in S. So for me, between those two, I can't pick, so I'm gonna put them both in A. It's kind of unfair to both of them, but I don't know. If I had to pick one right now, I'm not gonna lie, it's Yveltal. Actually, we'll put Yveltal in S. Right now, I think Yveltal has a slight edge on Xerneas. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it like that. We'll leave Yveltal in S and Xerneas in A. That's a really tough decision here. Zygarde Dog is a good boy. Zygarde Dog is a good boy. I'm not gonna lie, I don't particularly like Zygarde 100% much more than a lot of these other Pokemon, so I'm gonna rank that one first. I'm gonna put Zygarde 100% in B. I don't really like it. It's not my favorite. Yeah, Zygarde 100% is not great in my opinion. Its design, I don't know if it just feels like too much. I don't know if it's just something about it. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right to me. I wouldn't put it lower than B though, because I still kind of like it, but at the same time, I think B is just a fine place for it. Regular Zygarde can go in A, and Good Boy Zygarde can go in S. I actually really like the dog design. It's really cool, really funny. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Diancie, I'm surprised I didn't have Mega Diancie already on here. Diancie, I've also put in S. I actually quite like Diancie. Hoopa Unbound, S, easily. Hoopa A, regular Hoopa would also get an S, but I'd rather have Hoopa Unbound. It's really cool. Volcanion's a little weird to put in S. I've never used Hoopas or the Volcanion. Diancie I have used because I think I got a free code. I wonder if I still have it. I hope I still have it somewhere. I don't think I do, which is really stupid of me. I can't believe I lost the Diancie. That's really stupid of me. Anyways, that's just me being careless as a child. So I think I put Volcanion A. It's pretty interesting. Fire Water, I don't think we've seen. I don't think we've seen it again. I don't think we've seen Fire Water again, or even up to Volcanion. We've never seen Fire Water, so I would definitely put Volcanion in A, though I don't want to quite put it in S. But Hoopa Unbound for sure, and Diancie, I really like Diancie's design. Diancie's pretty cool Pokemon. It's kind of like what Carbink should have evolved into, I feel like, but that's just me. Anyways, that is my Generation 6 tier list. Let me know what you guys think of it down below. Send me your personal tier list for Gen 6 on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure to tag me so I can see it. And if you guys enjoyed the video, and if you're new here, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave a like on the video. Go check out my Twitter and Instagram in the description. They're both at HermitLonely_. Please share the socials with your friends, family, everyone you know. Let the people know Lonely Hermit's where it's at, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.